Hi, welcome back. It's October, the weather's cooling off, and so is the real estate market. We'll learn why and where it's headed. Give me 8 minutes and you'll be up to date. Let's go. All right, we're in the middle of football season. Some good, some bad, but anyway, we're here to talk about the real estate market. October. Let's take a look at our market action index. We've been looking back now for a couple of months. It's now clear to see that end of April into May was the peak. The index peaked out at 100. That's as high as it can go. It's been pretty steady, but on the decline since then. We'll see in just a moment what those numbers mean. Inventory is the story, as we've always talked about. We're low 638, and this month we're looking at Madison County as a whole. Sometimes we look at Huntsville City, sometimes Madison City. This month we're looking at the whole county. Starting from around 1,200 homes on the market at the first of the year, we're down to 638. That's a drop of 47%. That's the issue that we're having. Construction is way down over the last 10 years. They can only build so much. They can't get materials to build what they want to. Homeowners are not wanting to sell. A lot of people coming into town, and this is our crunch point, inventory. Properties with price decreases is something that we want to look at. This is kind of an indicator that shows us the market is changing a little bit. I don't want to use the word slowing. You'll hear that a lot in the news. It is changing. It's not quite hot like it was 6 months ago. Still very active market, still hard to find a home, still getting really good prices on homes that we put on the market. So it is changing, but here's one of the indicators. Back in April and May, when the market was at its peak, less than 10% of the homes on the market had a price decrease. Now you can see we're up to almost 25% of the homes on the market have a price decrease. So what happens is the sellers see the market, they read the paper, they talk to their neighbors, they say, oh my goodness, they'll pay anything for this home. They go on the market and it's overpriced. Nobody comes to see it. They don't have 10 or 12 offers. In 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, they're asking the realtor what happened. And many times the realtor says, well, you priced it too high. I suggested lower, but you went too high. But anyway, that's what causes the price decreases. So we're seeing more of those. As the market changes, if it really starts to slow, we'll see this number go higher and higher. Median list price, the prices on homes are pretty steady. We're for the year up 21%. If you look back on this chart again, back in late May, end of April into May, average prices in Madison County peaked around $417,000. As of today, we're down to $362,000, but what an awesome year, plus 21%. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole, but that's 21% on the total price of your home. If, for example, you had 50% equity in your home back at the first of the year, the equity in your home is up 40% this year. So just an amazing year for homeowners. If you're thinking about making a move, reach out and let's talk. There's some options for you out there. Market action index for this month is 58. We're still in a seller's market. Well down from where it peaked at 100, but that was a very unusual reading, very unusual market. You could have thrown a banana on the street and got $1,000 for it back in April or May. But very strong seller's market still. This is kind of interesting. The CaseShiller index is what we use as an indicator of home prices nationally. It is expected that year-over-year growth rate of 19.7% is peaking. And when you hear that in the news, it can be construed that the market's slowing or that prices are declining. All they're talking about is that the price increases are going to slow. If we look forward, these are the best estimates for price increases over the next 5 years. Now, you can see in 2021, in our county, in Huntsville and Madison County, we're going to be above 12% when the year's over. We're at 20% year to date right now, and prices are not going to drop between now and the end of the year. So we're going to be well above that. But what we do expect, as we've mentioned for the last couple of months, we do expect price appreciation to move back to more normal, 3%, 4% per year. Even at that rate, people are always asking today, the number one question I have today is the market too high? Should I wait to buy? Even at that rate, if prices just go back to a normal appreciation in the next 5 years, homes will be worth 30% more than they are today. So yes, you can wait. Prices are not going to drop significantly if they drop at all. What's probably going to happen is they're going to continue to move up. It is expected that interest rates are going to move up. So if you wait and a year from now prices are higher and interest rates are higher, then you'll be wishing you had gone ahead and made a move now. Closings are going to decline in the second half of this year. And when you hear that on the news, it's going to sound like the market is declining. Fewer people are buying. Well, you have to look at it a little bit longer term. It's true home sales are very difficult to forecast, but the last normal year we had was in 2019. You can see from the blue line, it's a very steady line. 2021, the year that we're in now, is our recovery year, but look at 2020, the COVID year. This is back when most of the country, it didn't happen here in Alabama, but most of the country shut down toward April, and you can see that sales just dropped off a cliff. When things opened back up in July, August, September, things picked back up. That's why when we look at the rest of this year, if our sales remain steady, all the news is going to reporting year-over-year sales are down. It doesn't mean anything is significantly happening to the market. It just means we're more back to a normal curve, and we're coming out of this tremendously volatile COVID curve that we had last year. In the news, it keeps coming. Toyota going to build the new V6 engine for the Toyota Tundra here, adding another 450 jobs to the engine production plant. Northrop Grumman going to get 500 jobs from building the new missile defense system. We've got a lot of resources on the website. We have multiple offers available for you. If you want to get cash, you can join our newsletter. If you want to get the bi-weekly newsletter and stay up to date on what's happening, you can track our market index on your own. This link is in the description below. You can track it here, and you can track it any zip code in the United States. And also the fall guides are out, buyer's guide, seller's guide. Thanks for watching today. If we can help you in any way, please reach out. Our information is in the description below. Also, resources available to you are linked in the description below. Call or text or email. Love to talk to you. Have a great day.